Tonight we're talking about a significant grant to get local students studying STEM careers.
And I'm tracking more showers and cooler temperatures coming up tonight in your First Alert forecast.
Plus, we're breaking into a new report on how law enforcement is reportedly using facial recognition.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner. The Walla Walla Post Office is now back in business after being closed for nearly 3 weeks in a gas leak investigation. Not every business in that area, though, is up and running. The Marcus Whitman Hotel in downtown Walla Walla still closed tonight. It's been shut down since September 14th. Now, the hotel, of course, is a staple for tourism, conferences, and events in downtown Walla Walla. Guy Glazier, the executive director of Visit Walla Walla, says the closure has impacted a lot of the day-to-day foot traffic in the area.
Last few weeks, we've seen about a 15% drop in hotel occupancy, which is about right on for what the Marcus Whitman is in terms of our overall capacity. So it has definitely affected our hotel rooms.
Now, despite the drop, he says the city has worked to move events and conferences to other places within Walla Walla, and he says the 3-week closure has been just a minor disruption. Now, the Marcus Whitman Hotel is expected to reopen on October 12th. Let's talk about your local forecast. We're still seeing those big changes after that gorgeous weekend. Stacey Lee has a look at what to expect.
That's right. We've been tracking showers all day. They're kind of broken apart. We're getting a little break here and there, but more showers continue to flow throughout the evening. So scattered showers tonight and again tomorrow. Here's that system, Pacific moisture that's been coming through with this upper level low. And again, that will continue to impact our region with another band coming tomorrow. Our Legends Casino Skycam tonight, 62 degrees. We're seeing some sprinkles. You see that nice cloud over Badger Mountain tonight. Our winds are at 10 miles per hour. So our temperature trend for the next 24 hours on the cool side, we're going to be sliding down into the 40s overnight tonight and then staying cool tomorrow. Again, we're running anywhere from 5 to 8 degrees below average. In Yakima, nice and chilly tonight in the 40s for the most part of the evening, then back up to the 50s and low 60s. So look for those scattered showers once again tomorrow. Our high temperatures now moving in the upper 50s and low 60s for the next several days. More rain and wind coming our way for Wednesday. Get ready for that sunshine. It returns on Thursday. Lots to talk about in your First Alert full weather forecast. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. A Washington nurse is suing her health insurance company for refusing to cover prescription medication to treat obesity. Medications like Ozempic and Mounjaro are not FDA approved for weight loss, even though we know a lot of people are using them for that. A similar medication, though, called Wegovy is. Now, doctors can prescribe any of the medications off-label to help patients dealing with obesity, but if they do that, the treatment can cost hundreds of dollars per dose if you have to pay out of pocket. Now, that's where this lawsuit comes in. A nurse is suing the Washington State Health Care Authority, her insurance provider, because it's refusing to pay for the medication that her doctor prescribed to treat her obesity. Now, her lawyers say the insurance provider doesn't pay for any prescription medication for obesity, and they're saying that's discrimination because Washington considers obesity a type of disability. Now, another lawsuit, this one filed in federal court, accuses Costco of handing over customers' private information to the parent company of Facebook. Costco is accused of using a computer code called MetaPixel, which tracks online activity on the healthcare portion of the Costco website. The lawsuit says that's basically an online wiretap where anything that customers click on or any information they share, including personal health information, goes right to Meta. Now, Costco told the Seattle Times it can't comment on the pending litigation. Meta, which is not part of the lawsuit, said that the companies using Pixel are supposed to set up their systems so that sensitive information is screened out. A recent government report found that U.S. law enforcement ran facial recognition searches without proper training. According to the September Government Accountability Office report, multiple agencies within the Justice Department and Homeland Security didn't require their staffers to go through training before they started using this controversial facial recognition technology. That includes things like Clearview AI, which is used to match individuals with photographs that they find online. Researchers studied facial recognition use at 6 agencies, including the FBI, from October of 2019 until March of 2022. During that time, the GAO says 95%, a total of 60,000 searches, were conducted without proper training first. Experts warn that not guiding staffers on how to use this AI technology could lead to errors that result in discrimination. The The GAO report says both the Homeland Security and Justice Departments are now developing facial recognition policies to address any potential civil rights issues. Continuing coverage tonight of Israel's declaration of war after a terrorist group launched a deadly attack over the weekend. We've now learned that at least 14 Americans are among the hundreds killed in the conflict. One of the people killed was a 32-year-old whose mother said he had been living in Israel after receiving a PhD from the University of Washington in 2021. Now, his research had been focused on religion and politics in the Middle East, specifically Israel and Palestine. And this morning, President Biden spoke condemning the attack on Israel, pledging support, while also drawing a distinction between the Hamas terror organization and Palestinian civilians living in Gaza.
Hamas does not stand for the Palestinian people's right to dignity and self-determination. Its stated purpose is the annihilation of the state of Israel and the murder of Jewish people. They use Palestinian civilians as human shields. Hamas offers nothing but terror and bloodshed with no regard to who pays the price.
Now, the president said there are American citizens being held hostage by Hamas. Some of the family members of missing people spoke at a meeting this morning asking for help. President Biden said his highest priority is the hostages' safety and that the U.S. is working with Israel to get them back. Now, as far as sending aid to Israel, there's only so much the president individually can do. The White House says we're already delivering military equipment and munitions, but Congress will have to sign off on any significant funds. As of right now, Congress is paralyzed because lawmakers in the House of Representatives have to elect a speaker before they can take action on anything else. ABC's Liz Landers is tracking that process.
Republicans on Capitol Hill are still divided on who they want to be the next Speaker of the House as pressure mounts to make a pick so the House can start to function again.
The House needs to get back to work.
The top candidates for Speaker, Judiciary Chairman Jim Jordan and Majority Leader Steve Scalise, making their case to colleagues Tuesday during a closed-door candidates forum. There's no clear frontrunner between the two, though Jordan says Republicans have to unite before a full vote.
I think it's real important that we go to the floor with 217 votes.
GOP lawmakers hope to avoid a potentially embarrassing process like what happened in January to Kevin McCarthy when he was elected Speaker after 15 rounds.
Quite frankly, I don't want to repeat what we did on the floor with multiple candidates.
The two frontrunners have been jockeying for votes, Jordan securing an endorsement from former President Trump, Scalise picking up support from another member of leadership, Whip Tom Emmer. As members mull over their top choice, Scalise's health is a consideration. He's currently battling blood cancer. Without a speaker, no new legislation can be introduced, including government spending or aid for Israel or Ukraine, and the crisis in Israel adding urgency to select a leader quickly.
Get this thing done and get the work of the American people, but also help the people of Israel defend themselves.
Meanwhile, the House Intelligence Committee will receive a closed-door briefing from the Biden administration on the conflict between Israel and the terrorist group Hamas.
President Biden saying in an address to the nation that he is going to formally request from Congress an additional supplemental funding bill for Israel, a move that is likely going to have bipartisan support from lawmakers. On Capitol Hill, Liz Landers, ABC News.
And World News Tonight will have continuing coverage of the chaos on Capitol Hill and of the conflict in the Middle East coming up tonight at 5:30. Well, for right now, let's talk about your local forecast. Taking a look outside, we're seeing a lot of rain and overcast, but clear skies are on the way. Stacey Lee is tracking that for us coming up in just a moment. And still ahead on Apple Valley News Now at 5, we're talking mental health on World Mental Health Day and how one local school administrator is working to make sure that it's a priority. That's next.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
Watch me. Watch me tumble, jump, and soar. When our squad is on point, we own the floor. Dazzling stunts and dances are my jam. Pain once caused issues, but they had a plan. A life-changing brace with no surgery to fear. Activity without limits, one more reason to cheer. Watch me. Industry-leading scoliosis treatment at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
When you need legal help, trust Quantum Legal. We're here for you in times of trouble, whether you need assistance with criminal defense, personal injury, or have been injured on the job. Law is a complicated matter. Our team of experts will fight for you and help you find the best solution for your situation. Don't let life's challenges get the best of you. We're here to help. Call us today at 509-783-5551 or visit our website at quantumlegal.com.
Okay, thanks for visiting. Bye, Alice.
I'm stuck.
Not funny anymore.
Yes, it is.
Wait, guys. The Mesozoic times are boring and have 0 rad attractions. Triple play is fun. I want to stay here.
Of course you can stay.
Oh, fantastic. We won't regret this.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, like bowling, Raptor Reef Indoor Water Park, and a brand new zip line ride, all attached to a cozy hotel.
She's on the logo already.
Marketers are the worst.
Are you looking for a bank that has traditional values and modern solutions? Are you looking for a bank that is member-owned? Are you looking for a bank that leaves a lasting impact on the community? I've got news for you. You're not looking for a bank. Belong to something better. Join Hapo Community Credit Union, where you are more than just a member. Visit hapo.org to join today. Where do you credit union?
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Welcome back. The National Science Foundation has awarded Yakima Valley College $1 million in grant funding for the next 6 years to support STEM students from low-income backgrounds. Now, YVC officials say the funding will go towards the college's new Scientist Training 2 program, as well as research opportunities, field trips, and other resources for STEM students. Around $600,000 of this funding will be used to provide at least 60 low-income students pursuing careers in STEM with scholarships that they need to complete their degrees.
Having access to a scholarship worth up to $10,000 is often enough to help cover all of their expenses that were not being met by other means.
This funding will also build on the college's previous New Scientist Training Program, which was established in 2016 and helped provide scholarships for 52 low-income and first-generation students. Well, we're sitting down with superintendents across local districts as we continue to kick off this school year. We're asking what the most important things are to each district and what problems education systems are facing. One concern we heard over and over was about the need for mental health services. Here's what Kennewick School District Superintendent Tracy Pierce had to say.
We definitely saw a peak, especially coming right after the pandemic, like coming right back to school. Like I said, I think the need was there pre-pandemic and the need continues to be there now. And so, our goal is just to be able to have the resources to provide students with the help that they need when they need it.
And we're going to hear more from her coming up on Apple Valley News Now at 6. But it is the perfect time to talk about getting mental health support for your kids if they need it, and for yourself too, because today is World Mental Health Day. The National Alliance on Mental Illness says around 1 in 6 children and teens in the United States experience some type of mental health disorder every year. And experts say many parents are trying to help their kids navigate issues like anxiety and depression while they're dealing with the exact same thing themselves. Now, even though it can be hard to get kids to open up about anything, advocates say that's one really important step for caregivers to try and get them talking every single day.
We check in with each other and we say, what was the hardest part of your day? What was your favorite part of your day? Tell me about your favorite teacher. Talk about your hard days. Talk about your hard emotions and what you're doing to cope with those.
Experts say even a simple thing like taking a short break from your phone and either getting outdoors or getting some exercise instead can make a big difference in your mental health. It's also important to connect with people in your community, preferably in person if you can, and encourage your kids to do the same.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
That's right. We've been tracking scattered showers throughout the day. We're still seeing those showers coming through up through Hermiston, Horse Heaven Hills, Tri-Cities. I even saw a thunderbolt or lightning bolt, I should say, here and there. Some of these systems are a little bit strong, but we're not expecting a lot of thunder or lightning. But again, we'll continue to see this system move through. Now, more Pacific moisture moves in off the coast overnight through tomorrow. That upper level low continues to move to the south, creating some nice snowstorms for the Rocky Mountains. And again, in the upper elevations, we even saw some snowflakes earlier today in the Cascades and the upper elevations. So that upper level low continues to bring the showers tomorrow. Here's what we have tonight on Futurecast. Again, we get kind of a little break in between systems, but it remains unsettled and scattered throughout the evening. Tomorrow morning, another big band coming through the Columbia Basin, Walla Walla, Pendleton, Heppner, all the way into the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. And we'll continue to see scattered showers on and off through the day. That'll start to move on out as we get into our Thursday. We're looking for some sunshine to return, a little bit of break in between systems. However, the temperatures are dropping pretty rapidly. Here's that upper level low bringing in that cold, moist air down from Canada. And again, the greatest chance for below normal temperatures in the Stark spot here, Tri-Cities included in that. So now a lot of folks are talking about the solar eclipse. I don't know if you're aware of that. It's coming up on Saturday. Solar eclipse, basically, it's when the sun, or excuse me, the moon is between the sun and the earth, and that casts a shadow here, as we can see on my graphic. Now, the annular eclipse is what's going to happen on Saturday, and that means we could see what they call ring of fire as the moon crosses the sun, but doesn't reach 100% totality. Now, we are going to see a full eclipse next spring, and that will be complete totality. That's mainly going to be on the East Coast, but this one is possible to be viewed, but mainly southern Oregon, like a little bit south of Bend, Oregon. And again, that'll happen at 9:20 a.m. on Saturday. So if you can make it down there, it might be something to go see the ring of fire. Temperatures tonight, again, on the cool side, scattered showers. We're mostly in the 40s, 45 overnight, Walla Walla, 47, Tri-Cities, 43 for Toppenish and Yakima, a chilly 39 in Ellensburg. For tomorrow, look for showers and gusty winds. Those winds are really going to pick up in the afternoon through the Columbia Basin and along the foothills of the Blues. And look at these daytime highs, not even getting up to 60 here in the foothills of the Blues. 64 Tri-City, 61 Yakima and Toppenish, 58 in Ellensburg. Let's plan your day tomorrow. Again, it's going to be mostly wet and raining for most of the day. Temperatures very cool out the door. Middle of the day will be in the 50s still, just reaching those 60s in the late afternoon for Yakima, Tri-Cities, and just making it up to 58 in Walla Walla. Here's what it looks like the next 3 days in Yakima. Again, those temperatures in the 60s. Our showers will start to taper off tomorrow evening, and we'll have some sunshine, partly sunny skies, I should say, for Thursday, Friday. Those overnight lows on the chilly side. Tri-Cities a little bit warmer. We'll get close to 70 degrees on Friday, so a couple nice days there, but again, a wet, windy one tomorrow. And in the foothills of the Blues, a little bit cooler there, getting close to 70, though, on Friday with overnight lows in the 40s. Your 7-day planning forecast, that is on the way. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. We're talking real estate. The average mortgage rate in the United States now sitting at about 7.5%, which is the highest level we've seen in 23 years since the turn of the century. Now, a spokesperson with Bankrate.com says you need to take action now to prove to lenders that you're a low risk. That could be things like making sure your credit report has accurate information, taking steps to improve your credit score if you can, and it's a good idea to shop around and compare those interest rate options.
Ideally, you want to compare quotes and you want to put in an application with as many as 3 different lenders and do so as close to the same period of time as possible. You want to do all those on the same day. That way you get a real apples to apples comparison, not just on the rate that's available, but also the fees that the lender is charging.
So after doing all your homework, if the numbers still aren't working out, experts say it might be time to just hit pause on the home search, work on saving and improving your financial position. Now, I can't recommend this as a financial strategy, but you do still have a chance. Nobody won in last night's Powerball drawing. Nobody had all of the winning numbers. It means the jackpot rolls over. It's now up to $1.7 billion, the second highest jackpot in history. Next drawing coming up tomorrow night at 8. More than 3.7 million tickets, by the way, were winners at lower prize levels. And that includes a $1 million winner in Oregon, along with 3 other states, and a $2 million winner in Florida. Tonight, we're highlighting a local push to prevent future cases of domestic violence by turning attention on helping the abusers as well as the survivors. Could it work? We're talking about those numbers next on Apple Valley News Now at 5.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
An accident can shatter your life. The award-winning team at Tamaki Law can put your life back together.
I'm attorney Jeff Kreutz.
And I'm attorney Megan Changaroya.
Thank you, Tri-Cities, for voting us Best Personal Injury and Best Overall Law Firm.
We are so honored and grateful to serve this amazing community.
If you've been seriously injured, call the law firm that has served Central Washington for 30 years. Call Tamaki Law and get your life back.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with a limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again. Plus, receive $1,000 off your new siding project for new construction as well as remodels. So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
My mom hired a bath fitter to make me a new bath. My friend Jimmy said that when he got a new bath, it took forever. Jimmy didn't have to take a bath for a month. I didn't even get to miss one bath. It's just not fair.
Bathfitter will remodel your bath in as little as 1 day. We've got over 2 million satisfied customers and 35 years experience. Call now or visit bathfitter.com for a free in-home consultation.
Hi, I need new tires. Perfect timing. Right now, during our tire savings event, when you buy 3 tires, you get the 4th for only $1. Wow, that's a great deal. Right? Can you imagine finding a tire for less?
Sorry, honey. Mama needs this tire.
No, definitely not.
No.
Let's get you those tires.
Okay.
Right now, during our tire savings event, buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Toyota Service Centers. Keep your Toyota a Toyota.
Did you know Astria Health has the only team of neurosurgeons in the Lower Valley? Patients no longer need to travel long distances to receive the spine care they need. Patients with spinal tumors, stenosis, herniated or degenerative disc diseases, spine trauma, fractures, or spinal cord injury can be seen by an Astria neurosurgeon in Prosser, Sunnyside, or Zillah. Ask your primary care provider for a referral to one of our neurosurgeons. Astria Health, exceptional rural health care close to home.
Tonight, the Hamas terror attack on Israel as strikes and explosions put civilians on both sides and hostages at risk. David Muir and team report from Israel on this fast-moving war tonight on World News Tonight with David Muir.
October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and often the first priority is to make sure that the victims and survivors have what they need to both get away from abusive situations and to make sure they're protected from abusers. Earlier today, though, the Yakima Domestic Violence Coalition came together to look at the problem from a different angle, tackling the source. Domestic violence intervention treatment has been used across the nation to treat perpetrators of domestic violence, and in 74% of cases, advocates say it has reportedly helped those perpetrators change their behaviors. Now, there's only 4 organizations in the entire country offering that treatment, and they say the demand is much higher than the resources available.
Hopefully today at the training that we've had about the domestic violence intervention treatment that we'll be able to expand on that and we'll be able to identify some other providers in town that will be able to provide this to our communities.
Now, this isn't just an idea that advocates are considering. Tonight on Apple Valley News Now at 6, we're going to hear from one man who says he is living proof that there is always hope. But first, we're seeing that big change in the weather moving into the area this evening. We've got a final check on your first alert forecast coming up next. And still ahead, California Representative Kevin McCarthy, the first House Speaker ever to be removed from his leadership position, now says he's open to taking up the gavel again. But will his fellow Republicans go for it just over a week after they voted him out? World News Tonight is tracking the increasingly urgent search for a House Speaker coming up at 5:30.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
When you get hurt on the job, you never know if you're going to get paid by Labor and Industries. Let Bothwell and Hamill fight on your behalf for your workers' comp. We can often increase your compensation. The sooner you call us, the better. If you were hurt at work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411 for a free consultation. Bothwell and Hamill.
Apple Valley News Now talks with school superintendents as they tackle challenges facing our kids.
How can we be something for every student?
Wednesday, our focus moves to the Pasco School District. Super Sit Down all this week on Good Morning Northwest. From Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Did you see this? It says most people are going to need long-term care that health insurance and Medicare won't cover.
I saw that, and it got me thinking, if I need to pay for home modifications or in-home care, I am not prepared. Are you?
Not really. I mean, whatever happens, I just want to know that I'll be able to get care and stay in my own home as I age.
Right? I want that too. So,
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
For 25 years, you have chosen Smart Law as your legal team. Times may change, but our commitment to you remains the same. We believe everyone has the right to exceptional legal representation. From all of us at Smart Law, we thank you for your trust and will continue to serve and fight for our clients and their loved ones. Smart Law, smart choice.
Check out Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds, your local Old Hickory Sheds dealer. We sell and deliver a wide variety of buildings, including storage sheds, lofted barns, playhouses, cabins, and more. Come visit us at 3680 West Van Giesen Street in West Richland.
Who is Culligan? Your local water experts since 1936. The world's most efficient water softener. Safer drinking water in every glass. Convenient, reliable delivery. Industry-leading technology. Here for every water worry.
Get 2.9% APR for 36 months plus $1,500 purchase allowance on the 2024 XT5 and XT6 when you finance through Cadillac Financial.
Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar. We're shaking things up.
Well, consumer alert tonight, trick-or-treaters might experience an extra scare this Halloween because a new survey suggests you might get less candy because of inflation. Researchers at the sales and marketing group Advantage Solutions surveyed more than 1,000 adults. 40% said that inflation will impact their plans to buy candy. Now, among that 40%, around half said they plan on spending the same amount as they did last year, but less of that is going to be candy. Now, roughly 30% said they will be spending less and buying less. But it's not just inflation driving up prices for consumers. Producers say a tight sugar supply will also be driving up the cost of candy and cutting into production of the goods. Not the candy.
Not the candy. This is just not good news, Alyssa.
It's not. I got together with some friends over the weekend, though. We carved pumpkins. As we were carving, the temperatures were dropping. It was great.
There you go. It's soup weather tonight.
Yes, it is.
That's what I was saying earlier. All right, let's take a look at your final 7-day forecast. Again, a rainy day tomorrow. You'll continue to see some scattered showers overnight tonight. We do get a little break between systems in Yakima for Thursday, Friday. Not looking too bad. You'll have a couple sunny days out there, but then, yep, that weather changes again, and we have a long stretch of a chance of rain Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday in the Yakima Valley. Tri-Cities, again, a slight chance of showers beginning Saturday, moving on into the week, but take notice, those temperatures are staying below 70 degrees, pretty close on Friday and Saturday, but well below our average, and then our overnight lows not down to that freezing level just yet. However, I did see a few snowflakes flying in the upper elevations of the Cascades tonight. Plus, the Rocky Mountains are going to be getting a nice little band of snow showers tomorrow. Here's what it looks like in Walla Walla. Again, a rainy day tomorrow, a little break Thursday, Friday, with developing showers coming back Saturday through Tuesday of next week. So, again, bundle up, eat your soup, get those sweaters out.
Wow, not even 60 degrees at Walla Walla tomorrow.
Yes,
that's crazy.
Not even 60.
And snowflakes. All right, thanks, Stacey. Thank you so much for watching. World News Tonight with David Muir is next. Apple Valley News Now is back tonight at 6. And of course, you can find the latest anytime on our website at applevalleynewsnow.com.